Woo, yeah.
Hello, Aftershow.
So things
Hello and
happened in this
welcome
one.
to the After Show.
Happy
We are the
birthday.
Explorers League, but then you know that because you're still putting us on Patreon. So thank you very much for the support. It's muchly appreciated. And I hope you enjoy whatever bullshit we come out with today because that's about it, really. Stars and Witches. Ryan.
Star. Let's see. There's a lot of good shit. Probably just everyone's reaction to the news about Earth.
I loved the fact that you guys, like, without me prompting, just started drawing faction lines already. It was great.
I saw your reaction. But what else is Alex gonna do? It's like all of a sudden she's being cut out. Like she's already planning her escape route. Like if she had been cut out and you hadn't she hadn't been brought in, she was straight up gonna devise a way of killing all of you and getting off that ship.
Again,
and getting the Capricorn too.
Stephen was Steve, as Sarah already knew from not going in, Stephen was already having an identity crisis with the New World Order going into this. So this was like, oh, good, an excuse I needed. Because it was really like, fuck this shit anyway. Because again, the New World Order cost him his relationship with Winters. He was already having identity crisis because his memories weren't lining up, and now with that and especially after seeing that name tag of the body, he was like, okay, so I thought I wasn't a clone. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm a clone at this point, and I'm pretty sure. And Stephen doesn't know this because of my shitty role, but I'm pretty sure the commander knows there was a Stephen Wills on that Capricorn fucking too. That's where
no. See.
She just knows your convention. She knows you're all clones.
In the first episode, I scanned you for your temporal signature. There were 3 times you had 3 temporal signatures on you, which
3
he's the third
biological
clone.
ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, hey, this guild, would they be cool if I, dated Mackenzie still? Yeah, okay, I'm up for joining the guild over New World Order.
and Alice is like she's soft-hearted, she's shy and curious, but she's also pragmatic, and she's 5 intelligence. She knows which way the wind is blowing, and she knows that she knows drawing faction lines is pointless. Like, we are all stuck on a tin can together. We're not going to survive if we're not working together. So
I love that so much.
Yeah. That's why Stephen was like, look, I get why you're doing this, but just fucking let everyone in the loop. It's a smart option.
Okay. Shadows, Stars and Wishes.
Ryan didn't say his wish.
Oh,
that's true. We kind of got sidetracked.
Yeah,
we did.
I think my wish is obvious. Gotta save Mackenzie. Who got stranded out there for some unknown reason.
That was fantastic though, and I kind of like, it was a bit of me just kind of winging it, because I was like, how does the teleportation on the spacesuits work? Because obviously it has to be technologically based. I was like, oh yeah, just
one last
Well,
thing.
doesn't that depend on the user, not on the suit?
Essentially the suit is the technological component.
Also, if Stephen's
wouldn't
that be his
every
robot?
technocrat needs a, well, he has multiple things. So like, you guys have things which are based on your beliefs and based on your things, but you also have gadgets and gizmos, because part of being a technocrat is you require gadgets and gizmos for anything to happen.
Yeah,
right.
And if Stephen's disillusionment with the technocracy wasn't already clear in my earlier episodes where I wasn't as blatant, well, the moment where he just said, it's weird, I can't be asked for this, it's weird fucking magic. I think that is the biggest signal of
Yeah.
Yeah. If Alice, like Alice is quite happy being a technocrat. She doesn't like she's not bloodthirsty like technocrats are typically
They're
portrayed
not even
as.
typically like that. Funnily enough, actually, a lot of this in the Technocracy Reloaded book, which I've been drawing heavily from, goes on that a lot of the bad stuff that is written in previous mage books about the technocracy is written from the point of view of tradition mages. So the technocracy is just as elaborate and barely functional as the traditions are.
Yeah.
So Alice is. I feel like when she finds out about Blorb, because I keep forgetting where the fuck is Blorb.
Blorb is just attached to your computer screen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's just following her around.
Yeah, you're not actually you've not engaged in Blorb, so I'm just kind of having Blorb up in the background because, as you said, they can't really speak.
I mean, he spoke in the first episode.
Yeah,
I spoke in the first episode.
It's more of I had Blorb speak in the first episode as a kind of show of things are kind of going a bit weird, but they don't normally speak. It takes a lot of effort.
In the TV show of this show, Blorb is just the thing in the background that we put in the background of a particular scene so eagle-eyed viewers can point out and go, aha, I found it.
Where's Blorb?
It's like the snail. It's like the snail in early Adventure Time seasons.
So
it's not where's Wally, it's where's Blorb.
Yeah, those are stars and wishes.
Star, honestly, I thought it was kind of funny there. Everyone's just like, nah, fuck Alice. We're not including her. She's not allowed anymore. She's not allowed to sit at the cool kids table. And I'm just here like,
Stephen wasn't like that. Upon hearing this shit, the first thing Stephen said is, let's tell Alice.
Well, let's tell the smartest person on the ship that there might be factual lines, because we don't want the smartest person on the ship to plot against us. That might be bad.
I take offense to smartest.
Raynell
is also intelligence 5.
So is the computer.
And as is the computer. I don't think you're the smartest.
Yeah. Until she goes to the computer core, removes Lauren's memories, and is like, Lauren, there is currently a mutiny aboard the ship, and I am now the commanding officer of the ship, and the crew have gone crazy. It's just us now.
Also remember that she is sentient, so it is entirely possible that if there's a mutiny happening, she'd just side with her father anyway.
Just remove her knowledge of who her dad is.
She's very emotionally unstable because she's only had sentience for a month.
True. She is a baby.
Not even a baby at this point. Her mind, her personality-wise, feels more of a like young preteen mindset.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that her entire directive is her core programming is keep the ship safe, keep the crew safe.
Yeah,
everything on her personality has been built on that.
That's why when Lawrence asked the commander, "Do you want to change designated crew?" I shat myself at that because
I was like, "Oh fuck."
That's why Raynell gave that look, because he actually does care about people being alive. He's like, "Don't you fucking dare! I will override you."
I love that bit so much. Just that quiet.
I just love the idea of Raynell overriding the captain. The captain shoots Raynell, and then Lauren is like, "Captain, there is currently an emergency in whatever area of the ship. It requires your immediate attention." The captain goes to check on it, and then there's just, "Captain, you should not have killed my father," and then just electrical discharge and kills the captain. It's like, "Oh no, it appears I've lost the captain's biological file. I am no longer able to resurrect her. What a shame." Captain Alice, you are now in charge.
if you want to write fan fiction for the Capricorn 3, go ahead. I'll just declare not canon.
No,
very much not canon.
I kind of like the idea that if Raynell, like if the captain killed Raynell, Lauren would just go full murder robot and just kill Haran.
Raynell's actually not shit at dodging.
Yeah.
And knows how to use the plasma weapon.
In this what if scenario, I have a question.
Mhm.
If the commander killed Raynell, then Lauren killed the commander, would she instantly then because she has free will, would she instantly default Alice to be the new commander, or would she want to be like...
She's the second in command, so she would through by simple procedure be
normally, but
although,
Very well. She might not.
although Lauren is emotional, so she'd probably resurrect Raynell and make him the captain. So Raynell, there has been a change of plans. Or as a father, there has been a change of plans.
She probably wouldn't actually like. She is programmed to follow the chain of command. However, she's also, as demonstrated in her previous actions, she is already starting to openly interpret some of her directives.
Yeah.
Because if we change the definition of what's crew,
why are you?
You can't kill them because that's still Asimov's laws.
Yeah,
but she won't bring them back.
She cannot
either.
kill the commander. It's built into her computer. She cannot kill herself or the commander.
She'd probably lock the commander in a part of the ship and just resurrect Raynell and be like, the commander is currently indisposed. But yeah, anyway, my wish
that is kind of how she would do it. She would do non-lethal things, but it's also like if you edit what she counts as crew, it edits what she considers worth bringing back each time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you die, she won't bring you back, but also she won't kill you.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
if
like
we were to edit what she considers human, then you're in trouble.
My wish is, honestly, I kind of want us to find out more about Earth, just because I'm enjoying the whole existential crisis bullshit, and all of us being like, we really need to get back to Earth. But on the other hand, we really don't want to go back to Earth.
I mean, I put that one in as like a connection, basically tying this to Blood on the Streets and the other one, any further ones we have in the World of Darkness in the same continuity. It's a bridging point for the narrative, just so that it's linked.
Ryan wants to know what's going on with Earth. Steven's too busy focusing on we need to stabilize where we are right now.
Okay. So that's your stars and wishes. Or Shadows, your stars and wishes.
Shadows.
Let's see. I liked Ryan attempting to enlighten Winters by stranding her. That was great. That was absolutely.
I just love the logic.
It would have worked pretty well because it's a fairly visible display as to at least how the mechanical component works and how the suits work is essentially a static electricity field effectively, which is very visible. You can see it. That's a good idea. It was just the botch was fantastic. I just love
the idea that Will's in all his planning is like, my ex-girlfriend is on the brink of insanity. I know this because I scanned her mind. I also know that she thinks she's been hallucinating for the last month, so she's not 100% convinced I'm real or I'm really here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just vanish in front of her eyes. That'll tell her magic is real.
Here's my thing. Stephen didn't have a traditional awakening like others. Because New World Order, he literally grew up in a classroom from like the age of 4, saying, magic is real, here you go, here's training.
No, here's procedures are real.
But
the New World Order are very particular about that one.
But you know what I mean. He didn't have the typical awakening because he literally grew up in a classroom with his family.
Stephen essentially has the protege background, which is one of the actual backgrounds you can take as a technocrat. Is like you're born and raised technocrat. Your parents were technocrats. Your grandparents were probably technocrats. You were raised in a technocratic school. You had technocratic classmates. Everything was technocratic from the top down.
Yeah, if Alice finds out that her sister is dead, nobody else knows that. Never mind.
Yeah, that's not come up. Yep.
Whoops, never mind. But if
Anyhow,
Alice finds out certain
wish,
things,
wish.
Yeah, your wish. Yeah.
yeah,
My wish is
is-
to come back and just do the massive spell I've been prepping for to make those damn suits not be
Duplicate it.
able to enter the Capricorn 3 anymore.
Well, at least not how they've been getting in normally.
Because at level 4 correspondence, you can ward shit. So Raynell's just gonna ward the ship against dimensional entities.
Gerbil, what about your stars and wishes?
All right, so I think my star is the captain just being completely done with everyone's shit.
checks
No, I'm
out.
good, thank you. I'm waiting for food.
And I especially loved the fact that the only person who asked how the captain was doing was the cat.
Stephen would have if he were there at the time.
But that's obviously the thing. There's been like 28 loops at this point, or 28. Not so much loops; they're more like spirals because they're not looping back to the exact same point every time. It's more like wrapping a string around your finger, and each spiral is a different day.
Can I say something that I think is interesting?
Hmm?
It seems like the commander has her memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means the
That-
commander hasn't ever died.
Well, no, that you know of.
Time Mage.
Yeah. Plus, also she's time 4.
Oh, okay then. So it's just as well I went with using forces and not time against her then, because that would have ended poorly for me.
Yeah, she's time 4, so she can actually just dislocate herself from time temporarily, and that's basically how she avoids death every time.
All right, okay then. Well, I know what I'm spending my XP on. Then in that case, I'm gonna get time 3, so I should have enough XP too.
How much XP we getting?
It's 5 per. It's 5 times the new level, right?
Yeah. So
Good
you need
XP.
15,
I'm
you
go-
have 11.
I'm gonna actually say you guys get 5 XP because there was a lot of stuff that happened today,
Okay.
and a lot of stuff that you guys need to then prepare for.
So what you're telling me
Okay.
is if the episode I miss is 4 XP, I can come back with correspondence 4.
Yes, that'll be
Okay,
what episode 6?
yeah.
No, episode 7. Because this was episode 4, so next week's episode 5. Then so yeah, you'll be gone for episode 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of matter 1 because I don't need it, and I think someone else has matter. So, and I'm gonna increase my time to 3, which should be 15 XP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm going to increase my. I'm not sure if I want mind or question.
Hmm?
With mind 3, would that be able to give me?
I'll just read it out from the book because it's probably easier.
Because I have something I want to do, but I'm not sure if mind 3 would give me it.
Mind 3. So mind 3, mental link, project illusions, psychic blast, and dream walk.
Could
So
I?
dream
know,
walking is you can walk through someone else's dreams. Psychic blast is you literally just fire some psionics at them. Mental link is the telepathy, and project illusions was be just make people see things.
Or what can I do with time 3?
Time 3, time contraction or dilation, bullet time, and rewind time.
Ooh. I
have
know
a
what I'm
question.
doing next session. If things go badly, I'm just going, nope.
I have one last
You also
question.
need enough time to cast the time spell.
Mm-hmm.
My question is,
I've got time
could
3.
I? My question is, could I make winter my pocket watch?
Technically, yes, because you're
That's-
not actually. That is very unethical.
I would ask her consent.
Well, it's more the fact that you're putting a magical effect on her that isn't even actually going to affect her. It's kind of you're literally turning her into a magic object.
Again, the plan is pretty much be like, I'm gonna give my memories to you. Anytime we hug, I will get my memories back.
That's a little creepy. I'm gonna be
Again.
honest.
Hang on, I
Okay.
need to go.
The answer there is because again, the creatures don't affect her, therefore it's the safest. Plus, again,
No, I'm talking specifically about how hugging the thing. It's like.
well, I was being hyperbolic when I said hugging, but it would be when we have contact, I will get my memories back.
Yeah, but why can't you just keep using your watch?
Because the watch can be destroyed. Where the creatures seem to not want to affect Winters.
What if making her magical makes the creatures want to affect her?
Yeah, it might be
Lion-
because she's not magical. They don't see her. Or they don't see her as a threat.
Lion thinks for that. Stephen isn't.
All right, that was the door going, and then I'm not entirely sure why the door was going.
Stephen thinks she's magical.
Let's hope a person in a spacesuit doesn't appear in Sarah's front room or anything, because that's going to be awkward.
I mean, if they do, they're going to know who their master is.
Sarah,
Dun, dun,
Hmm?
dun.
what can I do with entropy 2?
When did you get entropy?
Just now?
All right.
Wait, did you have you had entropy 1 this whole time?
No, I just got.
Is entropy 1 on your list? Is entropy on your list?
Yeah.
Etherites can do entropy.
Oh, cool.
But I'm going up to mind 3 now anyway, just to make it easier to do.
Entropy 2, there's only one thing you can do with entropy 2, and that is control probability. You can't do it for very complex things, but you can basically just make it so that every time you flip a coin, it's always heads. And things like that. So you can control small things. So like you can always make sure that I don't know, like a particular person is in the same place at the same time each time, not by actually controlling time, but by controlling the probability that they're going to be there.
You can always make
Yes.
sure your toast pops right when the toast is perfect.
Yes, that's the kind of thing you can do with entropy.
Yes, that's why I went.
Also, with
for
entropy
time
1,
3.
you can detect lies.
Sorry,
Oh,
with
yeah, that's
what?
true. With
With what
entropy
one?
1, you can detect lies because lies are technically ripples in entropy.
Oh.
Interesting. Which would be fantastic for somebody that is that bad at lying.
Yeah.
He's good at spotting them.
It's why I went for time 3, because I figured it's better to go for raising my current magic spheres up higher rather than keep getting new spheres and never getting past like 2.
Yeah, I just got mind. So how
Anyway.
much would it be for mind 4?
And anyway,
20.
If
If you have mind.
it depends what your affinity spheres are as a iteration, as a New World Order.
Mind is New World Order.
Then
In which
yeah,
case,
be
20.
life.
fucking hell, words. I can do words. Gerbil, did you do your wish?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Okay. What was your wish?
I think I was distracted by the door going off.
Yeah.
It was my wish was that Sarah would actually remember that Parsley is an SPC that she controls.
I'm
There's
already
nothing but
juggling
parsley
like
to do.
4. I'm already juggling like 4 SPCs right now.
Hmm.
Like
I know that
there's
was-
literally a scene where I was having to have 3 SPCs talk with each other.
That was mostly a joke, but anyway, I have to dip now, so
Okay,
bye.
then Sarah,
Let's
start
call the
wishes.
Aftershow here.
Bye.
Happy birthday. Bye, everybody.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
wait, Sarah hasn't done Stars and Wishes.
Whatever. It's fine.
I mean, I
No,
haven't ended
Sarah,
it yet if you want to do it
Okay,
quickly.
As for my stars and wishes, then my stars is just watching everything going on that was entirely just character driven, and I just had to take a back seat because I wasn't actually doing anything for like 20 minutes, just watching you guys react. It was great.
Isn't that like the best?
Yeah,
It
no,
is,
that
it
that
is,
is that is
it
the
is.
most
The-
satisfying feeling as a storyteller or as a DM is just when you set up
Yeah.
enough things that your players just run with it and you get to take a break and just watch it.
It's like when I did the Nightmare episode with you two nerds, the conversation you had about being human and that was such a wonderful conversation, and I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, no, that is the greatest moment for any
Yeah.
DM is just the
Yes.
I can just take my foot off the gas. It's fine.
Yep. I can take my foot off the gas. This car is going to drive itself off the cliff.
Yep.
No, wait.
To be fair, that's what's happening with
I mean,
this
that
one.
is kind of the goal. So
I do like how it was Stephen who was specifically, no, we should get everyone on board.
Yeah.
because because obviously, yes, the Void Engineers are currently following the tunneler decree. So they're following the orders that their chairman set out for them. And then also McClellan being now part of it because the Etherites and the Void Engineers have technically merged. I just loved how you're just going all for that, and then there was the moment McClellan spilled the beans to Stephen. Stephen was like, "We should tell Mac this." Oh, that was great.
But I was legitimately thinking if Alice is thinking that people are plotting against her, she's gonna make plans. She is going to make plans. She's gonna.
I just want to point out you're not the only 5 intelligent person in the
I
crew.
know. I'm just saying if she thinks people are plotting against her, she's gonna make a plan. Some way to kill all of you and get off that ship.
And I think it makes sense that someone with less intelligence would not be overthinking it. Like, Steven's not an idiot, but he is less intelligent than you lot. And so it makes sense he would not overthink it.
Yeah, that idea of just like that he's smart, but he's not like so wrapped up in research and science that he's forgotten what reality is. And he also understands how people work a lot more than the other scientists on
it's just like, you guys, if you don't tell each other this shit, you're going to try and kill each other. If you don't want to kill each other, just be open. Be like, here's the thing. We want to. Do you want to survive? Yes. Then we work together. Once we get back to Earth, then slaughter each other as much as we want.
I just want to point out, right? Raynell still doesn't know who killed, who possibly killed Pavlovsky.
Oh, if I want to see.
So he might be angry at the technocracy in general for being a bunch of douche nozzles.
Which is why Steve, when the commander was like, "Hey, do you want to join the guild?" Steve was like, "Sure, I don't care."
Is Pavlovsky definitely dead then?
We don't know.
He doesn't know, but
yeah, because the recording cut out as he was picking up a plasma rifle and running off screen.
Here's the thing: even if Stephen wasn't
there an explosion in the lab though?
Oh yeah, no, there was an explosion. Yeah, because the lab was in the Pyrenees.
Reassuring.
No, it's great.
So he is kind of mad at the general
actually, yeah, you did say, Dozer, you did have a theory for the after show. So what was your theory regarding, I think it was about the spacesuits.
Well, I asked what the name was because I was thinking, wait a minute, what if the reason we're dying is because we're killing the spacesuits and the spacesuits are us? Like what I'm seeing is not like an alien entity or anything, but is actually some kind of mirror of me. So what I do to it will also affect me. But I didn't see a name tag, so
that's also the thing, is that you've only seen 2 suits at the same time. So you don't actually know how many there are.
And we were told by Winter that she saw 2 creatures, but that's about it.
Yeah. There's also
they could have multiplied by now, for all we know.
There's also the other theory, which I think is just as likely, or more likely, I guess, is that the creatures only kill us because we keep attacking them.
Yeah, there's a reason I specifically said this suit has just been standing watching you.
Yeah,
Stephen's too,
that's what I'm. That's what I'm.
Stephen
thinking.
was
It's
just too
like,
paranoid to be like, nope, trinket, spare safe than sorry.
Which is
Yeah,
why
I
I
mean,
want to
I-
award the ship, so then we can talk to them, in between a ward, so they can't
Yeah.
attack us.
Although I do like the fact that with Stephen, when he was offered the chance to join the guild, even if Stephen was still a technocrat loyalist to the core, he would have accepted that offer anyway, even if he wasn't intending to, stick with it. But he would have been like, sure, purely out of
Necessity.
yeah, sure, I'll join you while we're here.
I'm actually kind of thinking that that's what Mac's current position is.
What?
I'm kind of thinking that Mac has agreed to join the guild because it's either that or the entire ship is at war with itself.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, she's pragmatic. She knows which way the wind's blowing. Why make the ship divide itself? That's stupid.
Hell,
We need to be unified. We need to not be wondering, what if they're plotting against us? What if they're plotting against us? We've got to work together. We've got to solve this shit.
yeah,
Petty politics is not going to win the day.
yeah, hell.
But, yeah.
Stephen joined this mission with the idea that he was actually considering jumping ship straight and becoming a goddamn reality deviant. That's where Stephen's mind was when he entered this ship.
Technically, the Etheric Engineering Guild are just now reality deviants because the technocracy decries anything that is not with them as reality deviants.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah,
this is
I wonder how many
Stephen's
people-
going to end up.
I wonder how many people.
My wish is I want to just see what happens next. Honestly, I just want to see how you guys respond to
Yeah,
the
I
things
wonder
like
how.
sprinkling.
Yeah, I wonder how many people in the technocracy are gonna realize just how bullshit that ideology is. It's like, wait, we were literally calling them allies 5 minutes ago, but now suddenly they're reality deviants. The fuck?
Yeah,
that's such
that's just
bullshit.
common world darkness. There is no faction in World of Darkness, which
That is good or sensible.
Well, no, there's always good elements of every faction, but there's also always like shit stain elements of every faction. Just
Yeah,
Yeah,
so no faction is good.
Yeah.
Because funnily enough,
Every
World of
faction is great.
the reason World of Darkness is considered so edgy is actually because there's no defined good guys and bad guys, unless it's Pentex, because I don't fucking hate. Pentex is just cartoonishly evil in what they do.
Yeah,
Whereas even Operation Antigen and even the Second Inquisition are like more mixed about it, whereas Pentex just straight up are just evil in everything they do.
cartoonishly, yeah.
Well, they're not
Yeah.
cartoon. The issue of Pentex is we say cartoonishly evil, but the past 10 years of the real world has shown us that no, Pentex is just normal corporation evil.
Not
Yeah,
even
that's fair.
it's not even that, because the Pentex is legitimately corrupted by the worm, and the worm is this mad god of destruction.
It's but the one in the real world, the worm has another name. Capitalism.
Capitalism. Fist bump.
So yeah, I just want to see how you guys react.
Yeah.
Because, again, with this whole faction thing, even in VTM was considered the most fucked up faction, the Sabbat. Me and Deuce were in a game with a player who played someone who was a ex-Sabbat, who loved she was a priestess of the Sabbat who loved the religious aspect of the Foldery and all that, and she saw it as a good thing because it was such a good, tight connection. The Foldery and all that, it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't agree about the, vampire supremacy and all that shit, but she enjoyed being part of a folderized Sabbat pack where, you felt like you could always trust one another because you were literally...
Yeah.
I do have a specific wish, actually, and it is specifically for what the spacesuits are. And it's, I actually want you to find out what they are, because I know what they are. Obviously, I know what they are.
Sorry, you want us to find out what?
I want you to find out what the spacesuits are.
That's why I try to. That's why I try to trinket. But despite the fact he's rolling my best actually my second best stat, my best stats with energy weapons, but still my second best roll, I only got goddamn one success because fuck ones in this system.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with that, I think it's about time. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I don't know why I just said that.
No,
Stop
no.
making it a thing. It's not going to be a thing. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Bye.